Shalom.
Shalom.
Once again, we want to give our praises to
Yeah.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, all you brothers in the four corners of the earth, that pushing and truth in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. We're going to go through some quick precepts, because, one of the instruction that was given to the prophets is that we should always warn Israel, keep reminding them, showing them where's the downfall. Matter of fact, somebody could pull for me Isaiah 58 and I think it's 1. Isaiah 58 and 1. Alright.
Isaiah 58 and verse 1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins."
Right, so there's the instruction that is given to us that we should warn the people, right? And it's something not even supposed to be warning them about, which is the order, right? The order of how the Most High set up things in our woman supposed to carry herself, what rank she at, what rank a man as, what rank Yahweh and Yahushai is. You understand? This is things we're not supposed to be telling you. This is natural, right? We're supposed to look at the earth and the things, how things in order. We're supposed to see even the animals and know that there's an order for things. Give me Ezekiel chapter 3 and 17 up. Ezekiel chapter 3, 17.
Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me."
Go ahead, you get it, break it down.
Gone. So this is the Most High send the prophets, and there's the works we doing in this time, giving the warning.
Right, so this is Jeremiah chapter 6 and 16. You see, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, stand ye in the way and see, and ask for the old path. Where is good way, and walk therein." So the old part is the good way. But our people say that, the old part do away with, Women thinking that it's a 50-50 relationship. When men say, "What you bringing to the table?" This is question that you're not supposed to be asking a woman what she bringing at the table. Because how Easter get things and how things are upside down, people don't even know if there's a dog, a monkey, or a human. Men don't even know their agenda. You understand? So it say, "Ask for the old part, where is good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your soul." And they say, and once you in your habitation, once you playing the role that you supposed to play, the way you created, the Most High created you, you're gonna find rest. Why are you seeing these people miserable? Because women saying, "It's a 50-50 relationship." So now she gotta run a house plus provide money to run the house, and she had to, basically she multitasking in things where she ought not to be in. So don't now put a woman in a stead where she had said, "You know what? Guess what? I contributing, so if anything for happen there, I have to get off and you have to get off." But the scripture never say that. As long when you look the word up, woman, wife, it means servant. And that's all you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a helpmate unto your husband. Men want to be women. Men leaving their habitation and staying home and minding chain while the woman go to work. It ought not to be so. Give me Psalms, you finished, right? Right, I was reading it. Give me Psalms 82 and 5. Let me finish this. You see? "And ask for the old part, wherein is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your soul. But they say, we will not walk therein. So you find this gonna happen now. Read.
Okay. Psalms 82 and verse 5, it says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
All the foundation of the earth are out of course.
It's out of course. It's confusion. So we, the men of the Lord, the Most High, set up the prophet to set things in order. Right? To set things in order. So we're gonna go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and 1, right? Yeah, you get that. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Because one of the things with our people are stubborn. You know, and the Most High raised up the prophets so that we could, you know, by through the mouth of the prophets, that the people should get itself together. But only the elect is going to get itself together. All right, you get it up?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, be you followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach.
Mm-hmm.
Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things,
Mm-hmm.
and keep the ordinance as I deliver them to you.
Right, and what Paul was saying, keep the tradition, and that's what we say here. You understand? The scripture say, seek the old part, seek how your mother used to act, seek how the righteous sisters used to act, seek how the righteous men used to act, and follow it. Right? There's the order, and this is what Paul was teaching. This is what the apostle was teaching. This is what we're teaching today. This is what the prophets are teaching. It's always we warning you for keep the way of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Continue up.
It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach,
Mm-hmm.
and the head of the woman is the man,
Mm-hmm.
and the head of Mashiach is Yahweh.
Mm-hmm. Right. So why did this have to be written? This had to be written because women gonna step out the boundary. Men gonna become weak. You understand? The scripture said that the woman is the weaker vessel. Today, the men are the weaker vessel. Why you feel it? Isaiah chapter, I think is 48 and 10 say that remember and show yourself men. I think that is a precept. Let me see. 48 and 10 it is. No, not 48 and 10. Silakio. But it have a precept in Isaiah say to remember and show thyself men. Because why? Men gonna become weak. You understand? But nevertheless, I'm gonna get a precept just now. I'm gonna word search it. But you could continue up.
Okay. 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
It says, every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered,
Mm-hmm.
dishonoreth his head.
Right. So, see, like I want to go back to 3 where we talk about the order, right? Because some men and some women are two-third, they don't respect their head. You understand? And these women, they don't respect their head either. Men don't respect their head. You understand? And there's Paul saying that be ye follower of me as I follow a Mashiach. Right? So read back 4 for me, Baba Kusha.
1 Corinthians 11 and verse 4, it says, every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Yep. So if you Silakio, read it back for me. I was doing something. But if where you at?
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm,
1 Corinthians 11 and 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every man praying or prophesying,
Mhm.
having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Right. So a man is supposed to cover his head. Right? A man is supposed to cover his head, right? Now that goes back to the diadem that we wear. Right? Like for Job, Ban, you want to get a precept for me in Job chapter 30, not 30, 29, and I think it's around the 11th verse. Job 29 and 14, Ban.
Job chapter 29 verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
I put on the righteousness and it clothed me.
Mm-hmm.
My judgment was a robe and a diadem.
Right, and when you look the word diadem, it go back to a crown, right? And like I said, we said earlier in a video that we did that it actually the diadem is represent the crown that we're gonna get, that the Lord is gonna put on us. But for now, we wear, which is this head wrap. I actually forget to put on my own, But this that we actually tie our head with. The reason we're using this, it's a symbol of we're gonna be wearing crown. How do we know that? Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and 42. Right?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 42.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, I Ezra saw upon Mount Zion
Mm-hmm.
a great people,
Mm-hmm.
whom I could not
Number.
number,
Mm-hmm.
and they all praise Yahweh
Mm-hmm.
with songs.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of them there was a young man
Which is Yahweh Shai.
of a high stature,
Mm-hmm.
taller than all the rest.
Meaning he had more authority than the rest. Go ahead.
And upon every one of their head he set crowns.
And that is what's going to be given to us. Crowns. Finish?
No, and was more exalted, with which I marvel at greatly.
Right. So crown. The time for we to wear the beautiful crown is not yet. Right? We have to wait here upon the Lord. So now we are wearing these. We wrapping our head with these headbands. You understand? Representing that we actually gonna be given a crown. And these bands actually represent that we in mourning. Right? It go back to sackcloth. Right? And the scripture tell you what the Most High gonna give the two witnesses power so that they would be standing in the highways and byways and prophesying for 350 years. I think that is it. It's in Revelation chapter 11. Right? But if we go back to Corinthians. Right? So by we even, because the scriptures say even right now our righteousness is as filthy rag. So we still trying to do the best we could do. Why? As you read on even in Job 29, it tell you that how his garment, people was mocking at his garment. Just as people mock us we today, they call we all kind of name, But guess what, man? All are gonna change. All are gonna change. Yeah, continue, huh?
Okay. 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 4.
Read back 5 for me. Alright, go ahead.
Go from 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Right, so we don't cover our head. We don't wear a hat when we praying. We don't tie our head down when we out there prophesying, because at the diadem or a crown at the center of it does be showing, it's be open. But for a woman, it's not like that. Right? There is we honoring our head. Right? Go ahead.
It says, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head.
Right, so the woman's supposed to cover her head when she come in and talk to her husband. Whenever she go in and pray, she's supposed to cover her head completely. Right? Completely. Using her head wrap and cover her head completely. It's not like you're wrapping and you could do the wrap on wherever it's head, but you had to cover your whole head completely, because the man is your covering. Right? The man is your covering. Go ahead.
It says,
but these women so bold, Silak, these women so bold that they say they don't have to cover their head. They don't have to do the... So guess what? You're dishonoring the man. every man you're dishonoring, chiefly your husband. Because by even honoring your husband, by covering your head, it acknowledges that, you know what, I'm in order. Go ahead up.
It says, for that is even all one as if she were shaven.
Right, and if you look the word up shave, they just go back to like you shave off all your head. You understand? It's like she become naked. You understand? So the shave, it's best you shave your head if you don't want to cover. Because remember the shaving go back into mourning too. Right, go ahead.
It says, for if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn.
Go ahead.
But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
Right. So if you don't want to see, if you don't want people to see you with a bald head or you know, you shave off your hair, the scripture said, then cover your hair. You understand? Now we get these women, they go in, they shaving their hair, they put in all kind of design, all kind of thing. You understand? So they're dishonoring their head. Because they're doing it all for wickedness. Go ahead.
It says, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Yahweh.
Go ahead.
But the woman is the glory of the man.
And that is bottom line. We're not supposed to cover it because they get cams with us go out and wear hat. You understand? Even wearing shades. You're not supposed to wear no shades. I mean, if your spectacle is okay, because you could still see the eyes. There were people, they're wearing dark shades. Because the scripture say what? The window to your soul is your eyes. And men in the ancient days, they used to look men dead in the face and have a conversation. You understand? Now we get men, you can't talk to them, they down in their head, they torn in the face, you know, and the scripture talk about them deceitful things. You know? Go ahead, up.
It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man.
Right, and hey, and this going straight back to Genesis. You understand? So the woman's supposed to honor her husband, honor men. Right? Especially her own husband. Go ahead.
It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman
and
for the
in
man.
Proverbs it say, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Now, a wife does have to get she's have to be in a certain order in order for a man actually to, you know, now when you go to Genesis, when Abraham sent his servant for get a wife for Isaac, he actually pray a prayer in his mind and say, Lord, when this woman come to draw water, let only she not give me water, but offer to give my camel water, which was a sign of kindness. So a woman had to have a certain kind of kindness, how she carries herself, you know, so that you know that, hey, you know, this woman is a profitable woman for me. When you see these nigger women out there and they act in a certain way, you don't want them. You understand? Because what, they're out of order. Right? Today, women thinking that being on the media and these things, this is it. But the media is going to get a lot of these people killed. Go ahead, huh?
Okay. It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
And that is it, because women, the scripture tell you in, let me get this precept here. Let me get this precept here in, hold on, bear with me. Alright, this is 1 Ezra chapter 4 and 25. You see, wherefore a man, no, let me go straight to the point. 26, you see, let me read the same 25. It says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than his father and his mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women. Right? It say, and become servant for their sake. But read the precept back one more time, Mark.
And it says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
So why would you become the servant if she is your servant? In other words, you telling she to be your head. So many men went out there wish for women. You see, and many also have perished, having her and sin for the woman. So these weakling men that doing these things, guess what? The Most High gonna put you to death. Because that is not the order of the Most High. Continue.
It says, for this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels.
Right. So by she covering she head, that also give her power. Right? That also give her power. And guess what? The Most High gonna hear she prayers too. Read.
And it says, nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
There's an order. There's an order. Right? There's the order. Right? It say it actually say dependent. So the woman's supposed to depend on the man, and the man's supposed to depend on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You understand? There's an order in this thing. Because the man have power to stop the woman prayers. Go ahead,
And it says, for as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman. But all things of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Right, because the Most High set up an order, a cycle where the man will come through the woman. That even though the man coming through the woman, the man have more authority than the woman. At all times. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
It says, judge in yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto Yahweh uncovered?
It's disrespectful. This is not your purpose. You understand? So, like I say, the reason I actually going through this is because this morning Isaiah was asking me basically his sisters had to cover the entire head, why we just use this, our head wrap. So I tell him, man, we're gonna go through it, and because the question triggered 2 videos, and we end up doing it. We're doing the second one right now, right? So this is the reason. Read back 13.
It says, judge in yourself, is it comely that a woman pray unto Yahweh uncovered?
Right, so she's not supposed to be uncovered. Right, so, right, man? That's why, them girls, they always grab, the head wrap before they pray. It's an order. Go ahead, 14.
It says, do not even nature itself teaches you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him.
Right, and that is beautiful because your hair not supposed to be long. Because I see already that men, wearing tight jeans and wearing a certain kind of clothes and the hair long and the curly and thing, and other men taking them for girls. And then they're actually disrespecting them. Say, hey, you look like a beanie from the back there, boy. Meaning you look like a girl. You understand? And they say talk to lies, but it's actually talk the truth. A man is supposed to get long hair. You're supposed to get hair at a certain length and pull it. Right? Meaning you gotta cut it, trim it. Right? Go ahead, up.
It says, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering.
For covering. So she long hair, for me, I love long hair women. Right? Because that is her beauty. You understand? That is one of the things, if a man have a thing where we pull them to a woman, I love a woman to see nice hair, bro. Well taken care of. You could tell from our woman carries herself by even her hair. Right? Read the next verse and then Banya could go across to 2 Corinthians for me. Go ahead.
It said, but if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such custom, neither the churches of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
All right. So If men don't believe in what Yahweh Shai say, then you do what you have to do. If you custom is to grow your hair long and do whatever, because it have men still standing in the street and have some long dread. You don't understand where dread come from. You understand? Because what they're not doing the research. Go ahead, Banak, if you have any question, you can bring it up. First Timothy chapter 2 and 8, Ban. First Timothy, right? First Timothy, Silakia. First Timothy chapter 2, and start at 8.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8.
Raise your voice a little bit.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
I will therefore that men pray
Everywhere.
everywhere lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting.
Right, so men should always pray. And these things that you see that we're going through, these lessons, you shouldn't be doubtful about it because it's written, you're reading it, you're seeing it. You understand? And we should always be in the spirit that if you don't understand something, you pray about it and ask the Most High to reveal the secret unto you. Go ahead.
Verse 9. In the manner also that women
In like manner,
also that women adorn
themselves.
themselves in
Modest apparel.
modest appearance with
Shamefacedness.
Shamefacedness,
and
sobriety,
sobriety, not with
braided hair,
braided hair, or gold or pearls or costly
apparel.
array.
So array, yeah. So in other words, you're not supposed to, you're doing all this dress up. And being in the time where women should be in the spirit of, nicing themselves up and, right now you're supposed to be in a mourning. The scripture say call them mourning women. We're supposed to be mourning because the men them are mourning. The scripture say we are the one that's sighing and crying. So these women today, they're not even dressing modest. You understand? The clothes is the most skimpiest clothes. It's a disrespect to their husband. They're wearing pants, you're seeing the camel toe. You understand? Like yesterday, we was on the Seawall Day, me and some of the brothers, and it had this young girl with a tights and a jersey. And you seen she camel toe and you seen it's like everything printing out. And women not supposed to be like that. And she hair was well done. You understand? And guess what? They put in a lot of weave on these things. You understand? And if you put in these weave, these people weave with the buying human hair for a whole bunch of money. When you do the history, you look videos up, these people are saying that these Indians are cutting the ear off because of depression. And you now buying their depression and putting it on your head. So really and truly, you're not doing nothing good for yourself. Right? Go ahead. 10.
Verse 10. But with becoming woman
Professing
godliness with good work.
Right, so this is what women are supposed to do. Right? Professing, godliness. They're supposed to adorn themselves. The works talk for them. But like we say, man, Esau helped these black women to become degenerate to their husband. You understand? Go ahead, man.
Verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Right, and with all subjection. When you look at the definition of subjection, it means under rule. And these women don't believe that they're supposed to be subjected under you. They're thinking it's a 50-50. Now you're hearing women saying, nah, it's a 70-30. Now women are they categorizing themselves by the money that they have. You understand? No, I have a better job. I have a better I bring in more money than my husband, so my husband have to listen to me. You understand? I could go and party, I could do what I want because I have more money than he. Which part in scripture ever said, or which part in history it ever said that? That is rule to be what? Destroy. Right? You say, but let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Women are not, they stubborn. And you know, to be silent is a weapon. To be silent is a weapon. And it's a beautiful tool. To be silent is actually it's a spiritual power. It's spiritual power. Because when you silent, this is when you just learn a lot of things. The scripture tell you that Yahushua went many times up, lead the disciple, and went up to the mountain and to be by himself. You just to be by yourself and meditating, you know, it's beautiful. These women, they loud, obnoxious. Y'all just, we just can't take y'all. The scripture says it's better to be on the rooftop of a house than to living in a house with a nagging woman. That's because you're out of order and y'all don't know what you're supposed to do. You don't know your role. And here we, the men of the Lord, doing videos after videos after videos, and still y'all not getting it. Go ahead, man.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to
use
authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Right, so a woman is supposed to get no authority over a man. Right? A woman is supposed to get no authority over a man at all. Now, when you see a woman come to you, it's like it remind me of I think it was Bathsheba and David. Bathsheba went to David, right, and tell David that can't remember exactly what he said, but she brought a message saying that one of her son was being crowned king, and he said no, it can't be like that, and he had to call in, I think it was Nathan, for actually conform it. So hearing the word of a man to a man is more powerful than a woman. You understand? So the woman, she's not supposed to teach at all. Like these women in the church, right? They're not supposed to be teaching. A woman is supposed to be a head over no men. And it have in plenty of organizations, you find that women just set up as a man over man. She's the supervisor. You understand? If you need to know anything, go to Barbara. You understand? You go to it's messed up. Women is your boss in this place. Say she talking to you anyhow, she watching you like nothing. You know, it's just messed up, bro. But the Most High about to swing things around. Alright, continue, man.
Verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, in charity, and holiness with
sobriety.
Right.
And so it's true childbearing, because a lot of these women you see acting the fool. Guess what? The Most High gonna put you all to death. Right? And that is just the bottom line. Give me one more precept. Isaiah chapter 32 and 9. 32 and 9.
Isaiah 32 and verse 9. It says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice.
Now, this also talking about America, but it's talking about you women too. Because you women in America and dealing with America philosophy. right? Because Babylon is at ease right now and giving you women liberty to do whatever you want. That is why Babylon is going to be destroyed. And likewise, you women, go ahead, huh?
Yeah. It says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled. You careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
And this is what's coming. This is what's coming to Babylon. And when this hit Babylon, this also going to hit all you women. You understand? And you wouldn't have a choice to get yourself together to be in order. Because when you jump down to 2 for me. Jump down to 2.
2.
See, ma'am, 32 and 2.
It says, Isaiah 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and
the wind is down about destruction.
Yep.
So when these things come upon Babylon, when this thing come upon this entire place, guess what? A man is going to be the hiding place for his woman. So all you women who say it's 50-50 and your money good and you don't need a man and you don't need this, guess what? All they're going to go through the door just now. Right? Go ahead.
A man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covered from the tempest, as rivers of water in the dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Right, and this is what happening. Jump back to 10. So the man is gonna be the covering, because what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you say, oh, see there right here too. Right? Or the 3 and 6, you say, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the time. You say, and strength of salvation. You say, the fear of the Lord is treasure. So the most I gonna give the man wisdom, knowledge, and understand, so that they gonna be what? Stable. We're gonna be able to maneuver. We're gonna have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? Go back to it from here. 10.
Isaiah 32 and verse 10, it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless woman.
Yeah, you careless women. There's no coming. Go ahead.
For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It says, tremble, you woman that are at ease. Be troubled, you careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and guard sackcloth upon your loins.
Upon your loins. So what? They're supposed to be what? In a mourning state. That's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be in a mourning state. But our people is what? They in a state of what? Rejoicing. But all they're going to go through the door just now. Right? All that is going to go through the door just now. Right? So, give me Jeremiah chapter 9. And you can start at 20 for me, Baba Kosha.
Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 20. It says, yet hear the word of Yahweh, O you woman.
Right, and they're talking to you women, even Israel, all Israel. Right, because all Israel is considered woman and they consider stubborn. Go ahead.
And let your ears receive the word of his mouth, and teach you daughters wailing.
Right, so teach you daughter wailing. There's the time that we're heading into. This is what these women are supposed to do. And so there's this fancy ear and gold and wearing, tattooing up your skin and, like Apostle Gabar said, that the peer bonding is done. Because so much men have went into them. Right? You say, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing. Call the wailing women. Go ahead, huh?
God, it says, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation.
Lament for the wickedness. Lament for your wickedness. You see? This is the time that we are in. Read the next verse, huh?
And it says, for death is come up into our windows.
Go ahead.
And is entered into our places to
Palaces.
palaces
Mhm.
to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets.
Right, and this is what coming into y'all coming to y'all. Right? It tell you, go jump to 11 and 11. Right? This is what's coming to y'all, and it will happen. Go ahead.
Isaiah 11 and verse 11. It says, therefore thus said Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
This is what is coming. He daughter that at ease. The Lord is bringing destruction. The scriptures say, hey, judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. And woe unto them. What will happen to them that obeyed not the word of the Most High? Go ahead.
God. It says, therefore thus said Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
The Most High ain't gonna hear that, because a lot of one of the things with Jake, right? Jake is like they say, you know, we are saying in Ghana is that when you ready for shit, then you go and build latrine. So they gonna wait till they see that, hey, it's going down. It's time for wrap we head. It's time for put away these pans. It's time for stop eating pork. It's time for, but the Most High say, I ain't gonna hear y'all. Right? And that's why the Most High gonna give men spiritual power, so that he could judge within the good and the evil. Right? Go ahead.
It says, then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods.
Unto their gods. Unto the evil, the wickedness that they created. Go ahead.
Unto whom they offered incense.
Yeah, because wearing these wig and wearing all of these, doing all these abominable thing, because the scripture said that how Esau is the god of this world. So you worshiping Esau, a lot of them gonna take the MOTB and then they're gonna try for, you know, dig out back the MOTB and say, hey, this is, but what, guess what, you already marked for death. Go ahead.
It said, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
And this is what is going to happen. It ain't gonna save them. Let me show you why it ain't gonna save them. Read the next verse.
It says, for according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah.
And that is it. When you look, I just be catching a lot of people, well, by the public transportation, a lot of people just come for go, you know, for go to church. So now when you carry them, the way I see these women is dressing, I swear it's a club that's be going by. If you saw these women, a lot of them sometimes they sit there, and when the woman sit and they're ready for get up, you're seeing their underwear, all kind of thing, big man. They split so high when they walk in. The dress, the dress out so tight it's winding up. You understand? And none of the hair in cover, none of them. But they going and the praising and the this and the all is in vain.
And they got the weave.
And yeah,
it's an outfit competition in them Christian world.
that is it. You want you want to bust your gun? Go to one of these church. You know? And really truly, you know, when you're more young, you know, as young men, you will go to a church to find a girlfriend or find a wife. You know, but you just be picking up the worst thing in there. But go ahead.
It says, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem,
We back on the top of 13.
Jeremiah 11 and verse 13, it said, for according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have you set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal.
Right, confusion. So the prayers that they're sending up and all of these things is confusion. You understand? So the Most High not hearing y'all, and if y'all don't get yourself together and put yourself in order, which we believe through the Spirit Yahweh Shem Yahushua, only the elect is going to do this.
Okay.
Right? These lessons that we'll be doing, these street videos we'll be doing, these warning, it is only for the elect. Because only the elect is going to take warning. Right? Now the scripture talk also about the elect women. Now they're not only going to get elect women, but they're going to get elect children. They're going to be even children in the womb that will be saved if the Lord permit it. Right? I don't know if I can put one on the same particular precept right now. Let me see. I think it's in I can't remember the precept right now.
Talk about the elect.
Yeah.
That people Israel be.
Talk about basically the children, but if I find it, I'm gonna put it on the comment board, Lords, with it. I think it's in Jeremiah. Can't remember exactly which part it is. Jeremiah 31 and 7. Jeremiah 31.
Jeremiah 31 and
seven.
verse 7. It says, For thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout amongst the chief of the nations. Publish you, praise you, and say, O Yahweh, save thy people, the remnant of Israel.
Now listen, it's gonna go into some details with the remnant now. Right? Go ahead.
It says, Behold, I will bring them forth from the north country,
Go ahead.
and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind,
The blind,
the lame, the woman with
Ooh,
children,
with child.
the woman
Right?
with
The
child,
woman with child in her womb. Go ahead.
and her that travail with child together.
We mean travail. Sometimes she about to give birth.
Pregnant. Yeah.
You understand? She pregnant. Go ahead. You say what? See, like you read back the woman with child. Go ahead.
It says,
Let's go read it back from the top. No problem.
it says, Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind, and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child, together, a great company shall return thither.
That's it. You know, so that is it right there, man. The most High gonna deliver the elect women. You understand? Even the unborn. You understand? Anyway, with that, we hope that this lesson was edifying. We want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, all you brothers in the four corners of the earth that pushing the truth in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.